All right, looks like we're live. Welcome to another video, live Q&A. Deload workout today. It was originally going to be another leg day. It's going to be fun, compare from like 7 weeks ago what my first leg day A program, the lifts were going to be compared to this, which I was around 30, was it 30? Like 25 or 30 pounds more for the same amount of reps. But guess what? Got injured. It's not a back injury like normal. It's a neck injury. It's really weird. I'll tell you more about it in a bit, but I'm gonna start getting into this with my warm-up sets. I'm essentially gonna be doing 3 different supersets, an exercise for legs, chest, and back, 3 rounds, then another superset, legs, chest, back, 3 rounds, and then I'm gonna be doing the accessory lifts for another 3 rounds, like shoulders, biceps, triceps, calves, and it's gonna be easy because it's a deload, which means you're doing less weight. I'll explain more how I'm doing it, how much, why, as we go along. But if you have any questions, put them in the comments. We'll chat between sets. I'm gonna get started here with the warm-up. Got some mosquitoes in here that are quite annoying. So we're gonna start out with a set of squats. Just a good old, I'm gonna make this brighter here. I think 10 reps should do it with just the bar. And then this is the only warm-up I'm doing the whole workout. Here we go. Ten reps there. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for the, this is called bench press. Just doing dumbbells. 25 pounds, another 10 reps. Warm-ups. And some barbell rows. So let's go. I guess we'll face this way. I'm gonna use my deadlift bar. All right, warm-up's complete. I'm not really sure how this is gonna go. I'm gonna keep talking while I'm putting weights on. Essentially what we're doing now is 50% of my working weight for all these exercises that I did on my last round of workouts. And I'm gonna stay on that weight. Normally I would do, like, for a deload, the first 3 days I do the same workout, same reps, same sets, but with 75% of the weight. So essentially I do my legs push-pull, 75% of the weight, and then the next round, cut it down to 50% of the weight and half the reps, so you're really taking the volume down. But what I'm gonna do today, because I didn't work out at all this week, since I got hurt, like I literally, my head and neck have been hurting so bad. I didn't do anything since Sunday. So since I didn't do any workouts at all, I'm just kind of modifying it, and I'm gonna be doing the same amount of sets and reps, but 50% of the weight. 50 to 60 just because I'm not gonna be exact, but rounding up to whatever is the easiest weight to put on. So squats, we're doing 115 for 3 sets of 12. 50 pounds on the bench press for 3 sets, and then 95 pounds on the rows. And the whole point of deloading is to help get rid of fatigue that you've accumulated over time. You may not feel like it, but especially if you get to the point where you're plateaued or you're starting to regress on your lifts, then that's a sign that you need to deload. And that's been happening to me more and more over the last year. And I've been working out programming and all of that to try to mitigate, get the best results I can. But can't be perfect, even if you want to be. Because everything's so light, this is essentially like doing warm-up sets for the whole workout. It might seem kind of boring, but you can go through it easy, really focus on the technique, the form, and it's better letting your muscles recover while still doing a little bit of the same workout motions, not taxing them too hard rather than just doing completely nothing. And yeah. So that's the plan for today. So we're going to the next sets now. Got 115 for 10 to 12. I'm just gonna, I can do 12, but just depending on how my neck feels, because it's really sore right here. And I don't want to tense too much. I'm using HTLT subs here. That's who I'm not sponsored by, but affiliated with. So if you want to help out the channel, if you like using them, I got a code in the description. It'll get you some money off. This is stuff I use every day. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but if you have questions, put them down in the comments. So now working sets, 3 rounds. Starting off with 115 pounds. So this should be quite easy. I'm just going to focus on not flying through it quickly, but still good form. And I may not do everything that I'm planning, it just depends on how my neck's feeling, because I'm not going to push it, even with the lightweight, because it was very painful the first half of the week. Felt fine. It's almost going to be more of a cardio workout. What kind of hurts here is, actually I think I'm going to do this at 15 degrees, kind of in between, because I've been doing either flat or incline at 30 degrees, so I'm going to do incline at 15 just to give a little bit of that what's the word? Can't think right now. A little bit of the incline. Let's see. There we go. So we got a little incline there. 15 degrees. 50 pounds. Doing the presses don't hurt, but laying back into position isn't the most comfortable. Again, I'm not gonna just fly through the reps. Control the weight down, pause, back up. I'm not a huge fan of the style of these harder than last time shirts, but they're really comfortable, especially when it's hot working out. I'm not using any straps or belts or knee sleeves today because I'm not going real heavy, just focusing on the lifts. Get 12 more of these. This I'm feeling a little bit with the stretch down, so I'm gonna try to do these reps a little slower. Again, if you have any questions, throw them down in the comments and we can talk between sets. Here we go. Straight back, stretch. Mosquitoes. That felt fine. No pain. So to give you a little background of what's going on, what'd I do? I did my live workout, I think it was Friday last week, the back day. I didn't work out Saturday. That would have been my next leg day. We were moving. We just finished a new church building. So I went and was moving office furniture from one to the other for about 3.5 hours. There was some heavy stuff. And it was fine. I didn't feel like I hurt anything. You know, just like doing lots of deadlifts and squats, moving things around. But my neck was a little sore that night, and then Sunday morning I woke up and it was really stiff, kind of hurting over here. It hurt to turn my head more than like that much. But I got up early before church, did my full leg workout, squats, leg press. The thing that hurt the most was, ironically, like the seated curls. And I think that's because like moving forward a little bit and back, like it hurts to go more than this without supporting my neck still. But I didn't know what was going on. It was just painful. Could turn this way most of the way still. Down was a little painful, up hurt a lot. So I was like, well, I got through it. I'll just rest the rest of the day. And then Monday I tried to do my chest day, starting with dumbbell flat press. I got the 90s. It hurt laying down because I'm having to hold my neck up. Once I was in position, it was fine. I got all my sets. I matched the sets and reps from last time. So I was like, all right, that's good enough. You know, I'm not feeling great. But when I got onto the incline flat press or incline barbell press, I did my first warm-up set, it was fine. Then I unracked 165. Just holding it there, it felt like someone was sticking a knife in my neck. I was like, nope, I'm done. Didn't work out at all after that, just went for walks. And even walks, it was hurting just the weight of my head being supported. You don't realize how much your neck does. Hurt a lot Monday. By the end of the night, I was looking in the mirror and I looked lopsided. My head was like this because it hurt to even go straight. I feel it a little bit now still, but I looked in the mirror with my shirt off and I looked really lopsided because this shoulder and this trap was like pumped up like I had just worked out one side of my body, and this was just flat because it's so tense over there. And it was painful. Went to the chiropractor Monday. I'll tell you what I found out after this next round. round 2. 12, 12, and 12. Again, gotta remind myself, even though it's easy, try not to speed through the reps, just feel it, form, and do it. Forgot to put on do not disturb. 2 more. Whew. Starting to feel that towards the end. Hey, baby.
Hi. Hi, Dad.
Hi. Don't touch the stuff over there.
Hi. Wash. Where? Right there. Where? Right. I saw and it's gone.
You okay?
Yes.
Are you still chewing gum?
Yes. I saw my mom. Izzy's dad.
Huh?
You gave Taylor Izzy's one.
I know. Izzy gave it to her the other day.
When?
And Mom took it away from her, and I was letting her have it now. I'll do 1 set with overhand grip. See how that feels. All right, round 2, done. Huh? You're sleeping? So, went to the chiropractor Monday, or no, Monday was Labor Day, Tuesday. And found out that, well, my neck wasn't really out of alignment. He said this side was just, these muscles were extremely tight and spasming, making it painful. So, man, he got me on the table, worked a few things, put his hand on my neck. I was like, oh yeah, that is really sore. Put his head on this way. So I sat down, he's like, you're gonna wanna take a few breaths. I was like, oh man, this is gonna hurt. He's like, wiggle your toes. I took, all right, take a few breaths, just wiggle my fingers and toes, and my whole body, whew, it was so painful, just tensed. I started relaxing, he's massaging out my back a little bit. Then I laid on my back and he started pulling on my head and just kind of like with his thumb just rubbing in that area where it was really tight. Man, the thing I can liken it to is if you had a filling and your tooth's not all the way numb and you feel those jolts, it was like that, but going through my neck. And I'm just like trying to relax, like not pull away from him, just let him do it. Because I know it needs to loosen up, but man, It was only a few minutes. I got up off the table, my shirt was damp because I was sweating because it hurt so bad. And then put one of those muscle stimulators on, some heat and ice, and I just was on the table for a while after that. But well, before that actually, so one of my top rib was out of place, which probably caused the whole thing, because he said that usually if that happens in your neck or something and nothing's out of alignment up there, it's usually trying to compensate to keep something else from happening, which my rib was out of place. And so I guess it's just trying to compensate for whatever issues that was causing, which it makes sense too, because right where he pushed in, the rib that was messed up is where for like 2 weeks I had been having like a knot pop up in my back there. And I think in my last live video I actually said, oh, I'm starting to get a knot, and was pushing my back against the rack. But and I was using a massage on it, but that wasn't doing anything really, because aside from the muscle, because my back was out of place, or my rib. So yeah, it was, he got that back in, and it's been getting a little better each day, more range of motion. Like I can turn all the way that far before it starts feeling really tight. When I wake up in the morning, like this morning, it was really sore. But after a couple hours icing, I got some of those electric units, TENS things to put on for like 15 minutes at a time, and ice, and just stretching my neck around. It is crazy how limiting it is when your neck hurts. So I didn't necessarily need a deload from overtraining, because I felt fine everywhere else and my rib was actually out of place, and that's what caused the issue. So I think I would have been fine. But yeah, it's, since I hadn't worked out for 5-6 days, which I haven't done since like January, figure, well I did a deload before my powerlifting meet, but that was still working out every day, but in a reduced manner, like I said at the beginning of the video. But yeah, so hadn't worked out for 5 days, so I was like, all right, I'll just do a really light session, like if it was a deload, and then slowly start building back into it. I'm leaving tomorrow for Australia for work, so I'll just be working out in hotel gyms for the rest of next week, and when I get home, start ramping back up the volume again and get back into it. Let's do this last round. I'm gonna try to hit 15 reps on everything this time, and we'll see how that goes. And it has been feeling so much better outside. High's only 80 today. It's amazing. Yesterday was in the low 70s. So I'm looking forward to fall workouts in the garage. Another month or so, it'll be perfect. 15, I'm gonna count every 3. Three. 6. 9. 12. 15. Starting to sweat a bit. Let's zoom in a little bit here. 10. $15. I said before, sweating doesn't mean you got a good workout. It just means it's hot and you're pushing yourself hard enough to need a sweat. That's how your body cools itself off. So don't think like, oh, I sweated, I got a great workout. The work could just be hot. Last 15. I'm gonna go underhand grip again. Five. 10. 15. Felt a little twinge on my neck on that 13th rep. But nothing bad. Just a little jolt. Alright, so I'm not doing any more warm-ups at this point. What are you doing? Is Mom taking you?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all stay on that side. I'll come meet y'all over there when I get done. Which pool are you going to? Huh? The front? Okay. That'd be a good way to cool off. Get some more steps in. Are the Escobars going? No. No? How dare they? All right. So next up, we're gonna do some leg press, lat pull down. Huh?
I love that thing.
What thing? This? That's cool. Leg press, lat pull down. The leg press dips and lat pull down. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the first round. Then we can talk supplements. So let's do this. Guess get a view like that. Be good enough. I'm going to do 180 pounds for 3 sets. Again, I'm gonna try not to just shoot through it fast, just because it's light. hurts my neck a little bit. Hold it like this. I think I've written 15 in the description, but I'm gonna do 12 on all these and then shoot for 15 on the last set. Tay, what are you doing, baby? No, I'm about to do that. Look, don't stay on this bar because it'll roll. Look out. Thank you.
My dad's very strong to do that.
Because your dad's strong?
Probably like it.
Mm-hmm.
I got, Connor. We have all the towels. Connor, go grab them.
How do you lift that?
What do you say?
I think Robin's got this. But I think they want to before we go. We'll have to read one before we go. We'll check one thing before we go.
Set this up.
Over there.
Oh, I don't shoot. Taylor.
Oh yeah. Do you have a pump for the ball? Connor.
What? It's in the back.
Okay.
Mom, Molly was just she didn't go like over.
80. And 90. No.
Dad?
Huh?
Awesome.
What?
Can we pump this up with anything?
I don't know if I have an attachment for that. I don't know.
What's the 15,
Pretty sure the pump we have is messed up and I don't know where the attachments are.
There's a live stream done right now. Just got in live stream.
The darker?
Yep.
Are people watching?
So
No.
don't pick your nose. Which pool are y'all going to? Which pool? Okay. I'll text you when I'm done. You hear me? I'll text you when I'm done and head that way if y'all are still gonna be there for a while.
I'm probably gonna be there for about an hour.
Well, I'm not doing this for very long.
Okay.
What about Tammy? All right. Next round. We'll talk about supplements in a bit. Definitely way easier when you're just going through the motions. Well, what y'all doing?
We'll get
Something or something. 12 more of these. This goes really quick when it's not that difficult. So if you find yourself shooting through a workout this fast, and it's an actual hard workout, maybe you're not working out too hard. Just a thought. The reason I do a full body like this on the second half of a deload is because it doesn't take that much. It doesn't take that long. It would be a waste of my time to do 3 days of deload sessions. So that's why we're doing it like this. What's up, sis? Good to see you. Give you a little chat. Yay, my family's watching me. Well, the rest of the family's going to the pool. So, before I get into this last set, supplements. I have a video coming out probably in the next couple weeks going through all of Harder Than Last Time supplements and what I do, don't, and won't take. I made the same video 2 years ago, but there's a lot of new stuff there now, and I've tried stuff since then, so I'm gonna share that. But the main go-tos for me every morning: creatine monohydrate. You don't need to get this brand. Just make sure it's creatine monohydrate. It's the only ingredient. I got a cheap Walmart brand before. It made me break out my face and my shoulders and my chest. I quit taking it, it went away. I tried a different brand, or I started again, it came back. Then I tried a different brand, it went away. Then when Greg came out with his, I started getting it, still had no problem. So be aware. And then pre-workout 2.0, there's a 3.0 now. These are almost gone. They're just getting rid of them off the website now. Grape candy is my favorite, which they don't have in the 3.0 yet, which kind of bites. So I'm using this and adding beta alanine to it because this didn't have beta alanine for a long time. Now the new version does. So I add my own, and this helps buffer lactic acid. That burn helps you go a few more reps before the burn just overcomes you and makes you stop. But I've been taking 1 scoop of that like half an hour before workouts because it has caffeine. I've been trying to lower my caffeine, so 100 milligrams is I'm trying to cap in my daily limit. That's for the pre-workout. And I'll take a scoop of pre-pump when I'm starting. So essentially everything else but the caffeine keeps getting pushed throughout the workout and not wearing off. And this also has beta alanine in it. So I'm not gonna keep getting beta alanine now that the new ones all have it, but be aware some of them don't. All the new ones that I get have it. And those are my go-tos, and then of course protein powder I take. But that's not a workout supplement that I take. That's just something that I eat throughout the day at times. All right, last set, so I'm gonna do 15 reps on all these now. Man, these mosquitoes, it's the downside of having my fan off too. These mosquitoes are coming to get me. Here we go. Three. 6. 9. 12. 15. Shoulders look pretty big from behind. I'm sitting around 190 pounds now. I was down to 180 at powerlifting meet almost 3 months ago. Bulked back up a bit because I was a little too lean. And now I'm just gonna try to maintain this 190 for probably the rest of the year. Kind of the main gain thing. Try to build a couple more pounds of muscle while maintaining the same weight. I feel good with no problems. Hunger or feeling like I want to binge on stuff, or if I do eat more in one meal, then I typically eat less the next day. So it's not like a crazy bodybuilding rebound where I'm just feeling like I want to eat everything. So it's nice when you get to a good body fat percentage for you where you feel good. Only thing I track is my protein every day. I'm just keeping a running total in my head. Like right now, I'm sitting at 110 grams and I want to hit close to 200, between 180 and 200. That's what I shoot for, so I'm on track so far. 15 reps. Five. 10. 15. That's good. Starting to feel a little bit of tightness, burn towards the end. So I'm working the muscles, but not going crazy. And I'm gonna keep in mind, like, if you feel like, oh, I'm gonna be losing muscle, I'm not gonna be making gains, but we're trying to let the body heal so you can optimally continue with making those gains. And it only takes about 1/3 of what you do to maintain what you built. So if if I do all the same exercises, but just half of my 6-day split, I hit everything once in a week, I could actually probably maybe still gain muscle. Not very well, but that's more than I would need just to maintain what I have, because that's half the work. So a third is even lower. So keep that in mind. Taking it easy on purpose so we can ramp it up and hit it hard again later. Because I had plateaued before and kept trying to push as hard as I could and just spun my wheels for a couple months. And then you deload and like, oh wow, now I feel great. Should have done that 2 months ago. Five. Ten. 15. Felt a little twinge again on rep 14, which kind of makes sense if you consider I'm using the back muscles, so it's probably gonna tense my neck a little more. So now we're gonna be doing some, how are we gonna do this? Calf raise. So I've got 5 exercises. I'm doing 5 sets of calf raises, but 2 to 3 of everything else. So I'm gonna do rounds of 3. I'm gonna start with calf raises, then lateral raises, and stiff leg deadlifts. So, how much am I gonna do for that? I think 100 pounds? Yeah. We'll start with this. Calf raises. I should fix my stuff before I get started. I have that pad on for my leg press so that I get an extra 7 inches of travel, greater range of motion. Really hit that. Come on. Range of motion good. I'm gonna shoot for 15. Actually, I'm gonna do 20 reps on the first couple sets. Gosh, mosquito, get away. Let me see, what is it? Yeah, 20. I might go down to 15. Oh, come on. These bugs are killing me. Mosquitoes love me. It's really annoying. 1. 4. Same thing with calf raises. Try not to just bounce through them, but control it down, stretch, push it up. Really feel the calves. 8. Because you want to work them out just like every other muscle. 12. 16. Because I see people do their calves and they're just like doing that, bouncing the weight around. And when you do that, combined with doing your calf raises last, like, you're not going to get a whole lot out of it. So I'm going to take the time to do it. I want to get the most out of it. You know? Let's do some lateral raises. 15 pounders. Actually, 15 is my normal warm-up weight, so I'm going to do my first set with 10s. See how it feels, since I am going to be activating those traps a little bit. Make sure I'm not hurting anything. And then I'll do 15s on the next set if I don't have any problem. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 16. Oh, 20. You know, kind of ironically, you know, my left side's been hurting, but my right shoulder in the front, a little pain in it during that. That's kind of weird. All right, I'm gonna do 100 pounds for 2 sets of stiff leg deadlifts. I really like this exercise ever since I started doing it because it does not take much for me. And this exercise absolutely kills my, what are those things called? Hamstrings. Like, I do 2 good sets and they are usually sore for a couple days, especially if I come back to it after not doing it for a while. So this is gonna be good. I mean, this is lightweight, so this hopefully isn't really gonna make me sore, but it's still gonna be good. Shooting for 20 reps. Ew. No straps. Same thing, don't want to just hit the ground and bounce. Stop by trying not to let the weight off. Like, don't release the weight. So I want to keep the tension. I'm gonna go ahead and do the tricep press down too. That was 15 reps. I'll do the next, try to shoot for around 20 on them. Okay. Who called? Oh, that was my mom. Play. What am I doing? All right, let's keep this rolling. And I'm sweating on my stuff. Gross. Another 20 on here. Four. Ten. $15. 20. It's tempting to put more weight on there because it's not that hard, but I'm not trying to make it difficult today. Recovery session. So we'll use the 15, see how it feels. Normally, doing a deload session, I would just have planned exactly what I'm going to do and do it. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to see how this feels and then go. But since I actually have an injury, I got to do it that way. Let's get 15 with 15s. Five. 10, 11, 12, 15. All right. Last set of the stiff leg deadlifts. It's gonna make my forearms tired. Without using straps. I could use a cross grip, but I'll be fine with one set of pain. 1. 5. 10. 15. 20. Woo! Hey, Jonathan. Yeah. Hey, actually, speaking of the GMWD, sorry, gotta catch my breath. The company just contacted me a few days ago and asked me if I was interested in testing theirs out. And I was like, well, appreciate it, but I already have one. No, I don't have room for, and I don't have a need for another one. Although theirs does look a bit better. They have a pro version that looks like it can do a little bit more, but this thing works great, especially with the pad I added and the platform I made for the hack squat side to get like 5 inches deeper. But GMWD has a lot of awesome looking products on their site. So I'm talking to them right now about getting some shipped here to try out, add to the home gym. Like belt squats, pec flies, various things like that. Leg extension, leg curl machine, because I like leg curls seated a lot better than the lying ones that I do. So, but yeah, this thing's definitely worth it. I mean, pretty much from what I've seen, almost every brand that has one like this, you're basically getting the same thing. So, with the mods I made to it, this thing works great for me. And I don't have any issues with it. I just need to throw some WD-40 on it to keep the smoothness of it going, since it is outside in the garage and the humidity and all that. So I need to do that soon. But yeah, just taking care of it should be good. All right, we got another set of tricep press downs. Zoom in a little bit this time. Whew. Hey man, glad to help. I actually haven't heard of Bolt Outlaw, that company. But again, I'm sure this stuff's probably very similar, regardless of whichever brand you get. You just put it to good use, good form, all that stuff. Can't really go wrong. As long as it's a quality product, it's not gonna fall apart. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the curls now as well, since I'm done with the stiff leg deadlifts. I shoot for 15 of these 45 pounds. Ten. $15. Tell you what, feels good to get a good pump again. It's been a while. So I hear people say, man, I haven't been able to work out in like a week. It's because they're too busy or something. I'm like, I would go crazy if I went that long without working out. Because I like it. And I like the pump. Like Arnold says, the pump. I feel like I have too much glycogen right now, since I haven't been lifting. Five. 10. 15. 20. Ugh. All right. We're getting close to the end here. We're going back to lateral raises. 190 pounds. Arms looking pretty large. So that's always cool. All right, 15 more reps with the dumbbells. Gotta make sure I don't cheat and swing them up, because that hurts my neck. 5. 10. 15. Done with that. This will be the last set of tricep press downs. We're nearing the end. Zoom in a bit. Here we go. Ten. 15. 20. Done with those. Two. Five. Mm. 15. All right, we're almost there. 2 more sets of calf raises. 1 more set of curls. All right, just knock this out real quick. 5. 10. 15. 20. All right, one more set of each, curls, and then calf raise. That's it. Here we go. Get a little closer since it's getting dark. Try to do a little bit slower eccentric this time, which is the lowering portion. Five. Ten. Last one. Woo, that burned. That burned big time. Ow. Last set of, oh man. Dropped my towel next to my car tire. And it had spider webs all over it. Last set of 20. Ugh. Five. Ten. 15. 20. Ooh. That one burned a bit more. A little less rest between sets. That felt good. That's the deload. Like I said in the beginning, that's not how my typical deload day goes, because I would do like 3 different, like 3 days, 75%, and then one day doing everything like this at like 50% of the weight ish. But you know, you just got to be able to adapt, especially like when I'm on the road all the time. I'm going to be in hotel gyms the next week, so it's like I can't do my same program exactly, but you just got to adapt, still get a good workout in, and when you get back home, get back into the routine. Don't let a routine change throw you off and just be like, oh, it's not worth doing it at all if I can't do the same thing. Don't have an all or nothing attitude, unless it's always go to the gym attitude, when it makes sense. But that's it. Hope that was helpful. Hit like if you guys like this video. Comment. Look for future videos coming out. Probably another podcast in the next week. We'll see you soon.